One Piece has hundreds of superpowers, and almost all of them come from the same strange source, devil fruits. If you've ever been confused about how they actually work, or why some are so much rarer than others, this is the full breakdown. By the end, you'll understand every type and be able to spot which is which on sight. So what is a devil fruit? It's a rare, cursed fruit that grants whoever eats it a specific superpower for life. There are hundreds of different ones, and no two are exactly the same. But every single one comes with the same price. The moment you eat a devil fruit, the sea rejects you. You lose the ability to swim. Forever. Fall into deep water, and you go limp as a hammer. Seawater, and a special mineral called Seastone, will also drain your strength the instant they touch you. So in a world that's almost entirely ocean, that's a serious trade-off for power. Every devil fruit falls into one of three main types. Once you know them, the whole system clicks into place. Let's start with the most common. Type 1, Paramecia. Paramecia are the everyday superpowers of One Piece. They give the user some kind of special ability without turning them into an animal or an element. That's a huge, flexible category. Luffy's classic power, a body made of rubber, is a Paramecia. So is Law's ability to create a sphere where he can rearrange anything he wants, Robin's power to sprout copies of her limbs anywhere, and Katakuri's power to turn into and control Mochi. Anything that bends the rules of the body or the world in some unusual way, without being an animal or an element, lands in the Paramecia bucket. It's the catch-all, and it's the one you'll see the most. Type 2, Zoan. Zoan fruits let the user transform into an animal, along with a powerful in-between hybrid form. A Zoan user can shift between three shapes: their normal human form, a full animal form, and a half-human, half-beast form that's usually the strongest for fighting. Regular Zoans cover normal animals, like a leopard, a wolf, or an elephant. But Zoans have two special, much rarer branches. Ancient Zoans let you become an extinct creature like a dinosaur. And Mythical Zoans, the rarest Zoan type of all, let you become a legendary creature like a phoenix, a dragon, or a giant Buddha. Mythical Zoans are so uncommon they're considered even harder to find than the next type on our list. Type 3, Logia. Logia are widely seen as the most powerful of the three main types. A Logia fruit lets the user become, create, and control an entire natural element: fire, ice, lightning, sand, smoke, light, magma. Their real advantage is this: because their body actually becomes the element itself, most physical attacks pass straight through them harmlessly. Punch a Logia fire user and your fist just goes through the flames. To land a real hit, you usually need a special power like Haki. A Logia user can also generate an endless supply of their element and reshape the whole battlefield with it. For a long time, Logia were considered the rarest and strongest fruits in the world, so those are the three types. There's one more concept that takes any of them to another level: awakening. Awakening is an advanced stage a devil fruit can reach after tremendous training and strain. What it does depends on the type. When a Paramecia awakens, the user can push their power out beyond their own body and onto the world around them. Instead of only turning himself into strings, an awakened user can turn the ground and the buildings into strings too. When a Zoan awakens, the fruit grants huge boosts to strength, speed, stamina, and healing, so the user recovers from terrible wounds at an incredible rate. Awakenings are rare, and they usually signal that someone has reached the very top tier of power. A few important rules tie the whole system together. First, only one of each specific devil fruit exists in the entire world at any time. Second, if you eat a second devil fruit, your body is torn apart and you die, so everyone gets exactly one. And third, when a devil fruit user dies, their power returns to the world. The fruit reappears somewhere out there, hidden inside an ordinary-looking piece of fruit, waiting for the next person to find it. Which leads to one last twist. The rarest fruits are so valuable that the world government hunts them. Luffy's fruit is the perfect example. For most of the story, everyone believed it was a simple Paramecia that made him rubber. In truth, it's one of the rarest mythical Zoans in existence, tied to a legendary figure the government spent 800 years trying to erase from history. They even renamed it to hide what it really was. So that's every devil fruit type. Paramecia for unusual abilities, Zoan for animal transformations, Logia for becoming an element, and Awakening for pushing any of them to their limit. Once you can tell them apart, half the power scaling in One Piece suddenly makes sense. Follow and comment for more anime lore.